something that happens outside of them, and really we could have heard that same testimony from 10 other people. They just happen to be the first people that came in. Or a betin can know, it can be something that's knowable without these witnesses, but because of a technicality, we need these two witnesses to verbalize it. But these two witnesses don't create the new moon.
Is this only around religious matters?
No. There's in every area of law there are these tensions between whether the witnesses are establishing it or the witnesses are verifying it. In kashrut, there's a similar but different discussion, and that is a cow kosher because it has split hooves, or a cow is kosher because a cow is kosher, because it's God's will is that cows are kosher. How do we know that a cow is kosher? How can we differentiate it? God made cows with hooves. So the hooves is not what makes the cow kosher. It's a sign that tells us that it's not a non-kosher animal. But it would be kosher without it. I'm taking you on a little bit of a Talmudic bender, as they say, because the obvious question is, what's the difference? What's a practical difference? What would be, I'm going to ask Noe, a little Talmud. Tell me what would be a practical difference whether or not a split hoof makes a sheep kosher, or a sheep is kosher anyway, but the split hooves identifies it as a kosher animal. Does my question make any sense? Doesn't make any sense. Which question doesn't make sense? The idea that there's a difference between the two, or what would be the difference between the two? Do you get what would be the difference between the two? If I told you that this animal is kosher, how do I know it's kosher? How do you know it's kosher? Because it has split hooves. That's how I know it's kosher. Or I say, what makes this animal kosher? The split hooves create the reality that the animal is kosher. A practical difference would be very simple. A cow that's born with a cleft hoof. Let's say a cow is born, that happens with a deformity, that it doesn't have a split hoof. So if the rationale is that we know a cow is a kosher animal, I don't need to look at the hoof to tell me, we know, so this cow was born different. But since the cow was born from a mother that had a split hoof,